Hello everyone, my name is Barbara, I'm a Polish girl who lives in Ireland and likes to knit, and today I have a finished object for you, which is this sweater. I didn't follow any pattern and it is not a tutorial. Let's start. Okay, so first things first, I'll be rambling and bambling because I kind of designed it. I'm not going to put it up there. It was just a way of expressing myself, let's say that way, and if you're like any of the crafts, I presume you know what I'm talking about. Let's start with bag I used. This beauty. As you can see, this is a Twist Yarn Festival, which is organized in Canada. I've never been in Canada, but having this tote bag, I feel, well, it's not a tote bag, it's a string bag. Well, anyway, I feel that I was there. And then you could see my keychain referring to what kind of project I have in my bag, because I have a few whips here and there and it's quite handy to know what's in there. Yeah, links down below if you're interested to grab something like that. Okay, yarn. This is a fingering weight sweater, and the way I started designing it was that I wanted to have a higher color because that way I feel more comfortable. Second of all, what I have heard that if you're not so generous in this area, better to have it higher than lower. I'm not sure if that's right or not, yeah, but stay with me. I had only 3 skeins because these skeins I got myself as a Christmas gift for myself last year, and I'm so happy that we don't have Christmas yet. Actually, I'm recording on the 17th of December, so I was able to use this yarn this year and 3 skeins. That's why I run out of yarn for the sleeves. I knew it was going to happen. I need now 4 fingering weight skeins, 100 grams to knit this. So obviously this weighs 300 grams. If you're interested, I have only that many of leftovers, and the yarn I have over here, I do not have a label, but it is First Snow colorway from Tammy We Colors, so I'll put it on the screen so you will know, and I put the link down below. And the story is like that. This color I really like to knit, and I'm not sure, let me know, will it suit me? I'm quite pale because I live in Ireland, so we don't have that much sun over here, and I don't have a tendency to travel a lot, so I'm thinking of dyeing it maybe in like 1 or 2 year time. And Tammy with Color, she has granules that you can dye the yarn and actually have them. I got them like ages ago just to have fun with it, but I have also nice blue, so in case I get bored with this, I can definitely change that. I knitted it on 3mm needles, so I'll check the gauge and I'll show you on the screen what kind of gauge I got. Most of it is stockinette stitch knitted in round. I knit this sweater top down, so the collar down, and because I knit loads of hats, I wanted to treat it as a hat project. So basically, once you know how to knit a hat in the round, you can definitely knit some similar thing with skills that you have. So basically I cast it on over here, and I did a folded collar because I like folded brim in my hats, so I did exactly the same thing, and then I just increase it with the raglan increases, and I come up with some nice kind of texture over here. You may not see it because the yarn is quite busy, but let me come closer so you can see it's kind of a triangular shade with some things over here, which I love them so much. I maintain the broken rib on my sleeves, but then I have stockinette stitch. I have a broken rib on the sides over here too, and the shaping, it's quite unusual. So what I wanted to do, I always like to have a fabric that I can put my thumbs underneath it, so I know I have an area to work around, but at the same time I have a bit of extra flair that way, and I feel more comfortable. I shaped it a little bit going down. I don't have a waist shaping over here, so I'm not going up with my hips. I was just going down, but I knew at this stage what kind of width I'm going to have. If you know your gauge, you can kind of do the math yourself and know the same thing. So I think it's really cool. It really suits me with the skirts. It just stays on my bum over here. My belt button is over here, so I have a bit of extra going down, so it's not a cropped sweater. As you can see, it goes to my, I would say, just a bit over my widest point of my hips, so I think that's so that's also a bit of an illusion that I worked over here. If you have the sweater that completely lines up with the widest point for your hips, it emphasizes your hips too. That way I'm kind of cheating. I'm going slightly up, and you could see the contrast that you may think that this is the widest part of my hips, but it's not true. So if you're a little bit curvy in that area, I would say try that trick. Go slightly higher, maybe 1.5 inches up before you finish your sweater, especially there is a big contrast with the top that you're wearing and the bottom that you're wearing. That way people presume that this is the widest part of your hips, which is not. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. I treat it as a t-shirt. I'm not sure how would you call it because it's a fingering weight. I can wear it on my bare skin, or I can put a long sleeves underneath it like a t-shirt and wear it that way. So I'm very, very happy with it, and it was a pleasure to knit with this yarn. It was 75%, I think, superwash wool with 25% nylon. I'll double check that. I'll double check that. No, I don't have it. So I really, really love it. I probably would be able to write down the pattern for my size and see if I could do calculations, but I would not feel comfortable, I think, enough to publish it from perspective of paid for pattern. And for a free pattern, it's a loads of work to do, as you know, especially for me who's not experienced in that area, to publish over that. But anyway, this was quite an interesting project because I had loads of fun and there was excitement, and things can go right way or wrong way. At the end of the day, I'm very happy of it. It's a little bright color for myself, but like I said, there's always option to dye this for different color. And you may notice there is a bit over here going through, and it's quite fun because this is my left side, so I say it's just a spot for my heart. And I love the way fabric folds over here too. So I did tell you about the yarn, about the needles. I use Hi-Hias. I use my pouch, to check it out if you're interested, to hold everything together. Go for it. If you've never knitted a sweater, maybe I would not suggest you to go with a fingering weight sweater because it takes time. It depends on the technique and speed you have in regard to your knitting, but definitely go to worsted weight first, or a DK, and you'll be way happier. And then you can go to this one, knowing that it may take you, I don't know, 2-3 months to knit it, but I love it so much. And definitely I'm going to cast on soon a new fingering weight sweater. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next one. Don't forget to use #knitting_ILove. Show me what you're knitting. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and check all the links down below. Maybe you find something interesting that you will follow. Till the next one. Bye.